Well, as you probably know, Louisiana has been getting a lot of rain over the last few weeks. The weather is on everyone's mind, particularly on game day, but it's also on the minds of Louisiana farmers right now. Neil Melancon joins us with this week's Bottom Line. And Neil, I spoke to a cotton grower in northeast Louisiana who said the rain has been falling in some way, shape, or form for the last 13 days, and that is really wreaking havoc on the cotton crop up there.
It is. It is wreaking havoc on the cotton crop as well as soybeans and rice. But first we need to take a look at the cool weather that's been going on in the Midwest, especially after this cool summer. We've talked about the possibility of frost before, but it's been dismissed from the immediate forecast for the time being, and it isn't a threat to corn, which is mostly in across the country. For soybeans, however, the long cool summer has been good to the plants and the growing, but not necessarily for the actual soybeans in the pods themselves. The plants have started to turn brown as fall comes on, so the question remains, how many soybeans are in these late planted acres? The reason this question is so important is that the tight supply situation worldwide means a very small difference in yield could mean a big difference in price. If those bean pods don't get filled out or the slow growing crop runs into a frost, even if 90% of the crop gets in, Mike, that could still mean about a $3 difference in price per bushel either way.
Neil, in last week's program, we saw A.J. Sabine's story about how the rains are affecting the cotton crop. Yes. How are those rains affecting the soybeans that are still left out in the field right now?
Well, it's not really affecting them too badly at this point. I guess the only good news is that we're not going through what Atlanta has been through. But each day we get these soaking rains is another day our combines sit idle in the field and wet weather already on top of wet crops. Although it's not a major interruption yet, where were these rains back in June and July? Right now is not a good time for them as harvest rolls along, but Mike, I mean, at least it's good for soil moisture.
And let's hope some of that moisture stays around for the wheat planting in November, and maybe enough will still be around come spring planting 2010.
Absolutely.
Neil Melancon, thanks.